Hello and thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how to install the Ubuntu app on Windows 10 and also how to install Anaconda through the Ubuntu app on Windows 10 as well. So let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is you're going to go to the start menu and you're going to search for the Microsoft Store. And once you do that, most likely the Microsoft Store is probably going to ask you to sign in. But if you don't, you should still be able to get and install the Ubuntu app. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to click the search and search for Ubuntu and click the first one. Now I've already installed Ubuntu already. But once you click on the Ubuntu app, what you're going to see is it's going to say get, and you're going to click get, and you're going to click install. Now, since I've already done that, you won't be seeing me do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just launch. I'm going to go ahead and launch, and as you can see, Ubuntu says that it's taking a few minutes to install a couple of things. The first time that you've installed Ubuntu, you might get a message saying that it can't install Ubuntu at this time because the subsystem of Windows has not allowed you to run Linux on Windows. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to the website that it's given you, which is aka.ms/wsl install. Okay. And it says that if you're trying to install Windows subsystems for Linux, you're going to open the PowerShell, right, as an administrator, and you're going to run this command. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to search. You're going to go to your Windows search bar and you're going to search for PowerShell. Alright, and it says Windows PowerShell. Now you're going to click where it says Run as Administrator. And of course you're going to click Yes. And you're going to get a window that looks something like this. Alright. And here, this is where you're going to put your command. So here, you're going to click copy, right? Click copy, and then Control V to paste, right? And then you're going to click enter to run. Now, I'm not going to do it because I've already enabled this feature on my Windows. So you're going to click enter, and it's going to install. And at the end of the installation, it's going to ask you to restart the computer in order for this to take effect. All right. Once you've done that and you've opened Ubuntu, you'll arrive at this same window that I'm at right now, where it's saying that it's installing and that it's going to take a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and let it do its thing. Alright, so once Linux has finished being installed, what you need to do is it's going to ask you to create a username and password. Similar to when you're logging into Windows, how you log in with your username and password. That's going to be the same thing with Linux. So I'm going to go ahead and create one right now. And it's going to go ahead and prompt and ask me to put in the password that I would like. Now you can put any password that you want. And it's going to ask me to retype the password again. And notice that it says everything has gone smooth successfully. And now it's as if I have another Windows. Alright, so now we have fully installed Ubuntu on Windows 10. So now the next step that we want to do is we want to install Anaconda, the Anaconda distribution, because it helps us with a lot of different packages that we don't have to keep installing when it comes to Python. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is we want to look and see what directory that we're in, and in order to do that we're going to do pwd. Alright, and this is the folder or the home directory of our Linux platform. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to search for Anaconda. Now what we're going to do is we're going to search for Anaconda distribution. We're going to go to the website. Alright, we're going to click the first one. Click download. Now here we need to make sure that we click on the one that says Linux. Alright, make sure that we're clicking the one Linux. And what we're going to do, we're going to right click and we're going to copy the link address. That's what we're going to do. Once we do that, then we're going to go back to our terminal on Ubuntu, and we're going to put wget, and we're going to Control V. We're going to press Control V. Well, not Control V. My mistake. We're going to paste. Go to Edit, Paste. Okay. And we're going to press Enter, and this will go ahead and install Ubuntu. Now this is going to take a while because it has so many packages. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and be right back once it's done installing. Alright, so now that Anaconda, the setup and installation package has been installed onto Ubuntu, or Linux, I should say. So now we want to actually install Anaconda into Ubuntu, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to put bash dot slash dash Linux x86 underscore 64 sh. And once we do this, it's going to ask us a lot of questions. We're going to press enter. All right, and we need to scroll down, pretty much the agreement and this disclaimer. All right. And we just keep pressing enter until we get to the end. And once we get to the end, it'll begin to install all the different packages, SciPy, NumPy, right? Everything that's included into Anaconda, that comes with Anaconda. Just keep pressing enter. Press yes. And so now it's asking us where to install. Right? So if there's a directory that you prefer, you can specify that location. But for me, I'm just gonna press enter because I'm okay with where it's gonna install it. I'm just gonna press enter. And this is pretty much the folder for Anaconda, and it's gonna begin to actually install and unpackage everything that Anaconda has. And this is going to take a while, so I'm going to go ahead and pause, and then I'll be back once it's done. Alright, once Anaconda has finish installing, it's going to ask you to install Anaconda 3, the Conda in it, and it's recommended that you press yes. So I'm going to go ahead and press yes so that it could go ahead and install the Conda in it. Alright, which is pretty quick. And now you're pretty much done installing Anaconda. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. You can go ahead and see that Anaconda has been installed, and so you can go ahead and run Jupyter Notebooks, or if you want to run Python, everything is there. All right. Thanks for watching. You all have a good day.